Baby, so I never got to talk about Kiki's uncle that came out and he basically read Wanda and Tisha their rights about how he didn't want them at her funeral services. So I'm gonna finally read that. It says, to the Moores, as a collective, the Dawsons asks that you respect our privacy during this unfathomable, yes, I am spelling it, look, not spelling it out, but breaking up syllables, child, tragedy. We need the time and space to properly grieve our beloved Kiki. With that being said, due to the contentiousness of your relationships with Kiki, we ask respectfully that you refrain from showing up to any of the services pertaining to her homegoing. Those precious days are meant for loved ones of the deceased to mourn and celebrate. The uncouth behavior and vitriol that you have continuously spewed towards Kiki in her final years have left a lasting impact and sparked indignation in us. I know that's right. I really loved his stance on this. I really love the boundaries because I'm going to tell you what happens, right? People like to use people's death in vain, and I saw some of that when I saw Letitia Scott. She posted some stuff on social media, and and I put it in my community page where she was basically saying that, oh, well, it's a shame I'm not going to, be able to make up with my cousin ever. To me, it kind of sounded sick, like, oh, you're not here anymore, so yeah, I really don't have to work that out. That's how it sounded to me. Maybe it's just me, guys, but I read like the tone of it, and y'all know, honey, the truth needs no proof. How you doing? I saw right through that chickadee. I said, look at her ass getting ready to use this woman's death in vain, probably to gain some type of sympathy or empathy, or to get fans to like her, because that's a big thing with Letitia. That's why she hates the mellometers, because don't nobody go up for her like that. Don't nobody defend her. So there is a jealousy that I believe she has for the mellometers. Okay, she want Melody to not have any support, and she want to have all the support. Okay. Oh, so Miss Wanda had put up something. I was at work over the weekend, and Wanda had put up something, on her social media, and the people doubted if she even really came up with it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to read that to you all, because we know Miss Racket Size. You better racket size who you talking to. Y'all was sister wives. Okay, like Miss Wanda be butchering, honey, the English language, honey. Okay, just be putting the English language, honey, in lowest terms, and not in a good way, honey. Okay, so yeah, when she put up, the proper spelling of words and formed all these sentences, and then you using words like immeasurable, that ain't in your vocabulary. Okay, who did you borrow that word from, Miss Wanda? Okay, or Wanda is what we should call you. But yeah, Wanda's name is Wanda Moore Leith. Okay, so let's read it. So it says, on behalf of the Moore family, we wish to express our profound gratitude for the overwhelming support and love we've received during this incredibly difficult time. First off, you're talking about yourself. You're just like your damn daughter. Y'all are so focused on self and getting some type of attention because this woman has died. It's very much so giving, pay attention to me. I'm about to make this all about me. The loss of our beloved Keke. When y'all just done with this woman, y'all wanted nothing to do with her. It's so phony to me. I'm sorry. The loss of our beloved Keke has left an immeasurable, we know you borrowed that word, void in our lives, and your kindness has been a source of comfort as we navigate through our grief. What grief? Your daughter said on the interview that the girl was dead to her. Okay, she meant what she said. Okay. Ironically, we just laid my beautiful sister Claudette Long to rest a week before. We are still healing from her untimely death. So Miss Wanda has lost her sister. To each and every person who has reached out to us, whether through heartfelt phone calls, beautiful floral arrangements, and generosity, please know that your gestures have not gone unnoticed. Each act of kindness has touched our hearts and reminded us of the positive impact Keke had on so many lives. The outpouring of love from friends, fans, and even strangers has been truly overwhelming. It serves as a testament to Keke's vibrant spirit and the joy she brought to those around her. Your stories, memories, and words of encouragement have provided us with strength and solace during these dark days. To those who have shared in our grief, offered prayers, or simply held us in their thoughts, we thank you. Your support has formed a network of compassion that is helping us through this unimaginable loss. As we move forward and honor Keke's memory, we will forever be grateful for the community that has rallied around us. Your love and support reflect of the light that Keke brought into this world, and it will continue to shine through the lives she touches. Thank you for standing with us, for remembering Keke, and for helping us celebrate the beautiful life she lived. I thought she was jealous of your daughter. Your daughter. Don't you talk about my daughter like Shani, like she talked about Shanice, like that's my daughter, that's my kid. Okay, Leo, like that's my kid. Chimed in Evelyn in a while, honey. We gonna have to brush up, honey, on that. I don't believe she wrote this. Okay, girl, stop playing with us. We know you didn't spell all these words the correct way, okay? And we know that you don't even use some of these words in your regular sentences. But yeah, that's what Miss Wanda gives me. Is she a Leo? She gives Leo energy, attention seeker. There are people that love making things about them when people die. They love doing that. That's what this is giving. We experienced a loss too. You wanted nothing to do with her. And like I said before, in my other video, it's fine. It's fine to be where you are at with people, even though, they have transitioned. It is what it is. It's life, There are people that died I wasn't on the best terms with, but I wasn't all on the damn social media and all, I will put up something about my sister because I always felt a way about her passing, and we wasn't in the best place, and that really did hurt me, and I love my sister, you know what I'm saying, and I did go and see her, right before, she died, and, it was really bad. I was crying, and it was just a whole mess, but, when I seen her that one last time, she had hurt me, she had said some things to hurt me, but I had, I let that go, because, I didn't know, what was gonna happen next, but this is a bit problematic because it's kind of like y'all are taking her death and making it about you. I will be doing a separate video on Funky Dineva. Very disappointed with the things I heard him say. So I did see it, you guys, and we will talk about it on another video. But yeah, it's really sad. It's really like pathetic at this point, like that people don't have compassion for Keke, or I don't know. It's just sad that it takes somebody dying for certain family members to all of a sudden see their worth. Because when Keke was on this planet, according to Miss Wanda, Marceau, and Letitia, she was a liar. She had addiction issues. She couldn't get her shiggity together. She was jealous of Tisha. And Tisha is so accomplished. So now it's like, oh, our beloved Keke, and oh, we loved her so much. And then all throughout the interview that Tisha did with Dustin, she was, her kids was on vacation with me, and she came on the show and she was just backstabbing me for no reason. Or did you sit up on Love and Marriage Huntsville and you tried to act like your marriage was perfect? Okay, so let's stop acting like Melody just went and got Keke up out the bushes, okay, up out the forest, just for no reason. Just for no reason at all. And she was just being so messy and so nasty and so rude when she did that. No, she brought her to this here show. Number one, you didn't even want her on the show. Let's talk about that. Let's have a real conversation. Shout out to Carlos King. Let's have a real. I love when he say that. I'd be like, bitch, was we having a fake conversation? Let's have a real conversation if we go talk. Listen. Okay? So, yeah, everything is just very fake, very performative, and honey, I'm sick of it. Okay, and I believe when they all get to that reunion, they go, probably, reminisce about Keke. I know this past weekend I was watching some old episodes of her, and I just was smiling like, damn, that Keke was something else. She really was. But I love how she stood in her shit, right, wrong, and different. She was such the opposite of Tisha. Just such the opposite. She had the confidence to be herself, and she didn't give a damn about what any of these people thought about her. And she was willing to back up her shiggity. She would go toe-to-toe with Tiffany, Stormy, Tisha, whoever, Marceau. Come on, bitch! Come on! Y'all know I rewound that several times. Come on! And then the whole drink thing. I said, honey, I love this lady. I love her. I liked her husband. I wanted to see more of them on the show. And like I said, Keke did make some bad decisions, before she passed, telling AL different, information about the show. And honey, he had bad intentions because he was trying to get up in Melody's crew. He was trying to be a part of her friendship circle. And now I ain't never want to be cool with her. You was trying to eat at the same restaurants that Melody was trying to eat at. Hell, I believe you would eat off Melody's same plate. Okay, I believe you would want to wear Melody's clothes and her shoes. Okay, like, honey, that's what you were giving. Okay, single black gay male, that's what you were giving. Okay, we see you. I don't know why these people, they be obvious as hell and they think we don't see their ass. We see you. Okay? But yeah, a lot of people is like blaming Anthony, like they're blaming a lot of people I noticed from the cast. Well, with the way you guys treated her and, that was so wrong. And what do y'all think about that? Do you feel like the cast is somewhat to blame for the state of mind that Keke may have been in, before she passed? What do y'all think of that? I don't look at it like that because I feel like nobody knew that she was going to die. And I don't think, even with the people I dislike on the show, I don't think that anybody was sitting there wishing this on her or thought that this was going to happen. But like I said, I stand by what I said about Marcel and Tisha. It's just something very disgusting and deplorable about somebody trying to weaponize your vulnerabilities and your struggles in life. It seemed like once they found out that she was addicted to painkillers, that's what Keke's identity was to them. Like, even at the reunion, he was like, oh, I didn't have to pick you up on the side of the road, and you got all these issues with drugs. And even Carlos, his line of questioning, I felt was very inappropriate at the time too. I felt like why is this? Well, when the last time you been sober? And it's just like, child. I will say this about Keke. Keke got it honest, okay? Keke is just Keke. Some people are just who they are without any drugs, pills, anything. To me, some people on the show was trying to like blame all of her actions on her possibly, like being back, addicted to whatever she was addicted to. It's just like, that was the storyline. That was the nail in her coffin. Oh, we're going to accuse her of being, mentally unstable. That's where Tisha was going with it. Yeah, I know she lies. Yeah, I know she this. I know she that. Remember, Tisha kept telling Mel that Keke was on the drugs. She kept trying to allude to that. That's why Mel showed up. And Keke didn't know she was taking that type of test. The producers went in there with her. Marceau and Maurice accused her of using somebody's pee to take the test. Because of the methadone, it didn't come back up, on the test, and, but she could have passed it, and guess what? They still would have been like, nope, that's not, because this is the thing about life, right? If people want to like you, they will, and if they want to make up stories about who they want other people to believe you are, they will. And they were very manipulative in doing that. Just trying to reduce her existence to, her being on drugs. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, and she's lying and she's just jealous and we've been married all these years and yeah, but she cheated on her husband. And what I love about Keke is even in that moment, she wasn't embarrassed. She owned it. Did what he did. She did what she did. Would we ever get that out of Tisha? No, because she has imposter syndrome and she's ashamed of who she really is. She will never admit it, and that's why she wears masks. And that's why don't none of us believe the damn mask. So, bitch, you could get ready to take it off and stop playing with us, okay? But yeah, I think that a lot of the Love and Marriage Huntsville audience just felt like Keke's honesty was refreshing, because we're not gonna forget that, what was it, the reunion before, where Carlos kept asking Tisha, has Marceau ever been inappropriate with another young lady? And Tisha kept denying it. Then we end up, she ended up admitting to something that did happen, and she did tell Keke about it, okay, and she tried to deny this, though. They had to keep asking her and her big head ass husband the same questions over and over again, and these people are like non-truth tellers, so we was going around the bush. We had to go on a damn scavenger hunt, Easter egg hunt. It was just crazy to get these two grown ass people, the two Libras, the dark-sided Libras, to tell the damn truth. Okay? So, yeah, just, when I tell you, I will never forget that. And Keke stayed on Tisha's neck. I said, get her, stay on her ass, put your foot up on her neck, and don't you take it off. And here go Tisha. Oh, that was many years ago. That was like over 15 years ago. That was just such a long time. She was like, that wasn't that long ago. What did you That's what Keke said. And I believe Keke. Not just off of, oh, I don't like Tisha. No, what Keke said, it made more sense. Tisha is one of those people where she wants you to believe her marriage is perfect. They never had any issues. That's Melody's story. Melody couldn't stop her man from cheating, so she must not be worth shit. Okay? She's male identified, and she does, believe that. Look at her, how reckless her mouth has been towards Melody. Okay? Look at how reckless her damn mouth has been. Yeah, he cheated. He had a baby on you, and you was still, like, you don't, like I keep telling y'all, if you was ever somebody's friend, you don't say that type of shiggity. But she's heartless, and she ain't never cared for Melody. She was jealous of her. If a bitch is jealous of you, she will think nothing to hurt you, because she feel like you deserve it. And that goes for these bitches and these niggas, too. They ain't no better. How you doing? Okay, so, yeah, it's just a mess. I saw where some people was like, dragging, Keke's uncle for, making that post, and, they're all family, and, he shouldn't try to keep them. I heard that they showed up at the service anyways. So, and then, people were saying, well, he done made another post saying now that all is welcome, but he still stand on business with what he said. And I wouldn't have allowed their ass up in there. They didn't need to be up in there. They didn't, because this wasn't just a family beef or differences between Tisha and Keke. You got Tisha allowing her husband to accuse Keke of, like, having all these addiction issues. Like, when I tell you they kept trying to, like, put that out there and make that into this lady's identity on the show, and Keke had a bubbly personality. But that's the problem with family, and this is why I don't deal with mine, because they want people to have the image of you that they have, and a lot of times it's a lot smaller than who you are. They want you to be reduced and put in lowest terms, just how they are. That's how they feel about themselves. So they're not going to think too much of you. Their thinking process is, oh, well, we got something in common. We related. We related. They must be like me. Shit. No, I'm not. Shit, that's why I separate myself, honey. Okay, y'all ain't nothing like Miss Robinson. Oh, there was some people that was saying you cannot pass from carbon monoxide poisoning unless the car is on. The report that the car was off was false. From Marcella jumping the gun with Wanda to be the first to report. That's another thing with people that are really not genuine in their feelings of a loved one, passing away. They want to be the first to report something. I had a relative that told my mother somebody passed, and the person didn't even pass. But he didn't, he had to kill the person off just so he could be the first to report, what happened. There are people that act like that. There are people that when people die, they feel like, oh, well, that person died, so I will use this, U-S-E, in quotation marks, I will use this situation, somebody passing, to get back in somebody else's good graces. Families are really manipulative like that, controlling, abusive, disrespectful. They're very calculated. They're very diabolical. But yeah, they will use somebody's death. And if they know you don't fool with them, they know, oh, I'll see her at the funeral. So yeah, I will try to, get back good with them, because what happens after a funeral, a lot of times the family gets together and shares a hot meal, or they have some type of potluck style lunch, and you feed everybody and people get the drinking and feelings come out and all this, that, and the third. So yeah, like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like, I get why the uncle wanted to set boundaries, because he like, I'm not doing this fake shit with you. And Keke, she the type, honey, I could just feel it in her spirit, like, get behind these, Satan. Don't allow these monsters to show up at my services. All that shiggity they done talked. Yeah, they talk more shiggity than a little bit, especially after that drink got on Tisha. Maurice and Kimmy, horrible, horrible. They was never like, what is the word? Neutral. They always was on Marceau and Tisha's side. So never was neutral. And remember when Keke's husband said that Tisha don't even like him? He was like, she don't like me. And Melody was like, ooh. Ooh. So yeah, all of that. You gotta look at all of that. But yeah, Maurice and Kimmy, they better not have had their ass there. They were horrible. Horrible. And the one cousin, what's her name? Courtney. Y'all remember when she came to Kimmy and Maurice's barbecue, she was like, well, don't y'all think that it's wrong for y'all to go around, accusing Keke of not being sober, y'all accusing her of being a liar, y'all saying this, that, and the third about her, and y'all are using her addiction issues to make fun of her. They even used her addiction issues when they went over to the Holt's house. They told them about Keke and made a joke out of it, and if that's how I know Marceau really did that, because it's just like, you're doing it now. So, hell, I know that you did it then. I just know. And he always be trying to make a joke at other people's expense. So I just know that his ass did that. And like I said, they ass shouldn't have been nowhere near a service. And I saw all these pictures they took. I'm not believing it. Another person says the uncle really needs to stop it, especially if this was an accident and not a SUICIDE. We should be hearing from her mom and dad only. He did right, because you have to have boundaries with people. You really did. Okay? You really do. But yeah. Like I said, Doniva mentioned some of that, and like I said, that was foul. Y'all know I am a fan of Doniva, and like I said, though, I don't agree with everything that he says. And this is one of those times where he just speaks completely out of turn because he didn't like Keke. So, ugh. But y'all know I love me some Keke. And I'm never going to stop loving me some Keke. Even when I was annoyed and perturbed, she went over there with AL. That didn't stop how I felt. I understood that Melody had to do, what was best for her and separate herself from Keke. Like I said, I felt like Keke was a victim of trying to make everybody happy. Trying to make and then probably gain more people, because I heard it is hard, doing reality TV and, so, and her family didn't have her back. That's why I don't understand why people be like, yeah, she should have had Tisha's back. For what? Tisha damn sure didn't have her back. Okay? So, yeah. So another person says, black people think self-deletion sends you to hell, but that's so stupid. I think the people who pushed you to it ought to have hell to pay. Yeah, so like I said, everybody is reiterating, how Wanda and Tisha and Marcel, how they all treated Keke. And do you remember what Marcel said? Y'all remember what he said? He said something to Tisha like, look at all the people that have tried to come after us. He said this before Keke passed, but look at what has happened with all the people that has came after us. Look at how they all end up getting their karma. So yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he was around the house saying that type of stuff to Tisha. Okay? But anyways, you guys, that's all I have to say about this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.